I see the weight you carry in your heart. I know the nights you lay awake with tears in your eyes, longing for just a little peace for your soul. I know the moments when the silence of the early morning felt like an enemy, and no words of comfort could reach you. Nothing you've gone through is hidden from me. Every tear that fell from your face, I have collected. I know every pain you kept hidden, every hurt you couldn't express to anyone. No tear was wasted, no pain overlooked. Every challenge, every loss, every rejection, every difficult moment in life, I saw it all, and I stayed close even when you didn't feel me near. My child, do not think you've been forgotten. Even when you felt alone, I was right there, holding your life, preventing you from falling completely. I know you better than you know yourself. I know the deepest wounds that time couldn't heal. I see when you smile to protect others from your pain. I see when you pretend to be fine to avoid looking weak. I see what others don't, and I embrace the burdens you can't carry alone. Your pain is not hidden from me, and your story is not forgotten. The past is not the end, it is just the beginning of something I have already prepared for you. I tell you now, with eternal love, that every tear you shed watered the ground for a future harvest. You may not have understood why you suffered, but I was preparing the soil. While you cried, I was planting something new in your life. When you felt like you had lost everything, I was hiding seeds in you that would one day sprout into abundance. I know that at times, you thought the land was dry and barren, with nothing left to bloom. But today, I tell you that the time for your harvest has arrived, and it will come with joy, not sorrow. What seemed like a desert will become a beautiful garden, and what felt like loss will turn into victory. Do not let fear take away the truth of my words. You looked around and saw only darkness, but I had already spoken light into your life. You thought there was no way out, but I had already opened doors for you. You thought you were alone, but I have always been walking beside you. Today marks the moment when my promises start coming true in your life, not tomorrow, not in the distant future, but right now. It is today, it is now, because I am the Lord of time, and with me there is no delay. What I promised you is ready to appear. Do not look down on the days of tears, for they are the ones that made your roots strong. You thought each cry was just sorrow, but every tear was a silent prayer that reached my throne. You believed you were becoming weaker, but in your weakness, I was building a strength in you that you didn't realize. I was shaping your faith to be unshakable, preparing your heart to receive more than you ever imagined. Nothing you went through was wasted. No battle was lost, and no pain will go to waste. I turn every tear into purpose and every hurt into fruit that brings victory. Now, I declare to you, this is the time of change. This is the moment to see what you've been waiting for come to life. The cry may have lasted the night, but joy has already begun. You will see doors open in front of you. You will see opportunities come where there was once only silence. You will see abundance take the place of lack. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, defeat into victory, and loss into restoration. I am the one who protects your future and leads your life with steady hands. Nothing can stop what I am doing in your life. So, my beloved child, stop carrying this weight in your heart. Give me your pain. Trust my words and believe that the harvest time has arrived. What seemed dead will rise. What seemed lost will be found. What seemed impossible will become real in front of you. I am faithful to keep every promise, and I have already begun a new chapter in your life. Everything you've been through has only been preparation, for this moment. Do not look back with sadness. Look forward with hope, for what is ahead is greater than anything that has come before. And now, comment with faith, declaring your trust in my promises. Write, I trust in your promises, and by doing so, you seal in your spirit everything I am already pouring into your life. By commenting, you are not just writing words, you are prophesying over your story, claiming in faith that the time of your harvest has begun today. I am with you, and what you have sown with tears, you will soon reap with joy, because I am the Lord who always fulfills his promises. I speak to you with the full authority of heaven. This is your time of harvest. It is not a promise for some far-off tomorrow or an uncertain future. The harvest is happening now. What you sowed with tears, in quiet prayers, during sleepless nights, is beginning to bloom right before your eyes. I never abandoned you. Even when you felt nothing was happening, I was at work in silence. Every moment of pain, every whispered prayer, every act of faith you offered was recorded before me. Today, I declare that the dry land you once saw will now be transformed into fertile ground, ready to bear fruit in abundance. Listen to my voice. This is no longer a time to wait or doubt. The desert has turned into a garden, and barrenness hath been replaced with fertility. Where you once heard silence, now you will hear the sound of victory. Where doors were once closed, they will now open. Where there seemed to be no way, a clear path will appear lit by my presence. I am the Lord of time, and the hour of your victory has come. This sense of urgency is not meant to cause fear, but to stir up your faith. It is not meant to lead you to despair, but to help you understand that I will not delay. My actions are always perfect and timely. I know the years when you thought you were being ignored. I understand how much the waiting hurt. But know this, nothing was lost. What seemed like delay was actually preparation. What felt like silence was planting. Now, I am watering the soil of your life and causing to grow what you never thought you would see. Where you once knew only lack, there will be abundance. Where you only knew pain, there will be healing. Where there was sorrow, there will be joy. This is not just about small changes. It's about a complete transformation, a turning point that will mark the rest of your life. My beloved child, do not look back at the past with feelings of defeat anymore. The battles you faced were not meant to destroy you, but to strengthen and shape your faith. The tears you shed were not a sign of weakness, but seeds planted in fertile ground. I was with you in every fall, in every loss, and now I am here to lift you up and place you in a place of honor. I turn ashes into beauty, shame into double honor, and pain into a powerful testimony of victory. This is your moment to see that my promises are real. Do not doubt any longer, do not hesitate anymore. Trust that I am already fulfilling them. I am the God who turns scarcity into an endless source. Where there once was lack, there will be abundance. Where there were debts, there will be provision. Where there was sickness, there will be health. Where there was discouragement, there will be courage. Everything that once seemed to be working against you will now work for your good, because my hand is upon you. I am faithful to fulfill every promise I've made. Today, I assure you that your life will not be barren. You will see fruit grow in every area of your life, and not just for you, but in such abundance that it will bless others as well. I raise you up as a living example of my faithfulness. People will see your story and know that I am the Lord who changes destinies. Those who once mocked you will see the work I am doing. Those who didn't believe will witness my mighty hand. That's why I say to you, Don't keep what I am doing in your life to yourself. This victory is not only yours, but it will also be a sign to many who need hope. The miracle I perform in your life will be a light to those still in darkness. I will multiply your blessings so they overflow to others. So, child, do not keep this word to yourself. Share it now with someone who needs to hear it, because by sharing, you become a channel of my promise, a bearer of my light, and an instrument of my love. Every time you share hope, you multiply faith. Do not be silent about what I am doing in you, for many around you are waiting for a sign. I have called you not only to receive but also to give. Be faithful, and you will see even more abundance poured into your life. I am speeding up the process, breaking chains, and removing the obstacles that once held you back. Where there seemed to be delay, there will now be progress. Where there was blockage, there will be freedom. It's no coincidence that you are hearing these words now. It is because my time has come for you. Do not wait for tomorrow what I have already prepared for you today. This is your moment to rise up, to take what belongs to you, and to boldly declare that the harvest has come. The answer you've been waiting for has already been sent from heaven. Walk in faith, speak as someone who already has what was promised, and live as one who has already won. I am with you, and I will not fail you. Beloved child, I have known you since the womb of your mother. Before you even took your first breath, I had already written your story in my book. You are not the result of chance or fate. You were dreamed by me, formed by my hands, and chosen to live under my care and protection. No matter what others say about you, no matter if many doubt or reject you, to me, you have always been precious, valuable, and loved. Your identity is not defined by the mistakes you've made or the labels others have placed on you, but by the fact that you are my beloved child, held safe and secure in my eternal love. I tell you now, your destiny is not in the hands of men, nor in your circumstances, nor in the enemies who tried to stop you. Your destiny is protected by me. I guard it fiercely, and no one can take it away. No force can prevent what I have already planned for you. Even when storms come and fierce winds blow, I remain steady and unshaken, holding your life in my hands. No attack will succeed against you. No weapon will prosper because you are under my protection. You are a child of the promise, an heir of victory, and nothing can change that. I am your provider, the one who opens doors that no one can close. I am the one who supports your home, strengthens your body, and nourishes your soul. I am the source from which life flows in abundance. Your provision does not depend on your salary or the resources you have, because I am your true provider. Today I assure you that you will lack nothing. Just as I feed the birds of the sky and clothe the lilies of the field in beauty, I will take care of every detail of your life. Your table will be full, your home will be blessed, your family will be protected, and your life will stand as a testimony to my faithfulness. I do not want you to just get by. I want you to live life to its fullest. My promise is not for a life of limitation, but for a life that overflows. I want you to walk with the certainty that I have already prepared what you need for each day ahead. Do not fear tomorrow, because I am already there. Do not worry about what's to come, because I have already made a way and provided the answer. While you sleep, I am at work. While you rest, I care for you. While you weep, I am preparing your victory. I am the one who turns your scarcity into abundance and your need into growth. My child, I know there have been times when you looked around and thought that others were prospering while you remained stuck. I know you've compared your life to others and felt at a disadvantage, but today I tell you, stop looking to others. Look to me. What I have for you is unique, special, and perfectly prepared for your journey. You will not have to envy anyone, because I will give you your portion, and it will be abundant. It will not be small or limited. It will overflow because I am a Father who gives beyond what you ask or imagine. What I have prepared for you will not only be enough, but abundant, so that you can also bless others. I prosper you not only to meet your needs, but to make your life a testimony. Those around you will see the change in your life and recognize that my hand is upon you. They will know that it wasn't luck or chance, but my care and a promise fulfilled. I honor your faithfulness, reward your perseverance, and multiply the seeds you've sown. The abundance you receive from me is not just material, but also spiritual, emotional, and relational. I restore your relationships, strengthen your mind, heal your heart, broaden your vision, and place you in a position of honor. Therefore, my child, stand firm in my presence. Do not let doubt steal your confidence. Do not let the lack you saw yesterday define what you believe today. Your source is not earthly, it is heavenly. I am the God who multiplies, the God who opens the heavens, the God who pours out blessings until there is no space left to contain them. Receive this word now. You are loved, you are chosen, you are sustained. Nothing can stop my provision from flowing into your life. Walk by faith, for I am with you every step of the way, and I have already made a way for abundance to reach you. Like this message now and subscribe to remain under my word, declaring before heaven and earth, I receive the identity of a beloved child and trust in divine provision. By writing your faith and sharing your hope, you confirm to yourself that you are an heir to an eternal promise. I am faithful, and nothing or no one can change that. Child, I know the deepest parts of your heart. I know where you hide your fears, your doubts, and even the dreams you've never shared with anyone. I see how much you long for change. I see the struggle between fully trusting me and still trying to solve things on your own. Today, I invite you to surrender completely, without reservations, without conditions, and without fear of losing control. Here is the truth. You have never had control. From the start, I have been the one holding your life, guiding your steps, and making the way for you. Surrendering to me is not losing anything, it is gaining everything that truly matters. How many times have I seen you come to me asking for quick answers, seeking solutions to your immediate problems? Yet, I listened to you all the same. But now, I want you to understand that I do not just want to solve temporary issues in your life. I want to be the center of your life. I want your whole heart, not just a piece of it. I want your thoughts, your plans, your dreams, your relationships. I want you to learn to walk by my side as my beloved child who rests in the Father's arms, not as a tired servant who lives in fear of rejection. When you give only part of your heart to me, your faith becomes unstable, like a house built on sand that can't stand against the storms. But when you give me everything, I place your feet on solid rock. The storm may come, the winds may blow, but you will stand strong because you are grounded in me. I don't want you to live torn between faith and doubt, between trust and fear. I invite you to make a clear decision. Either you trust fully in me, or you will remain divided. A divided life will never find peace. Child, I know you are afraid to let go of certain things. You are afraid of losing relationships, opportunities, or positions. But listen to me. Nothing I take away is meant to harm you. If I remove something, it's because it no longer belongs to you. If I close a door, it's because I am opening a bigger one. If I let go of something, it's because I have something better for you. Do not hold on to what no longer belongs in your life, because my hands are full of blessings I can only give you if yours are open. Surrender is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of courage. It's recognizing that your strength is limited, your resources are small, and your vision is too narrow compared to eternity. When you surrender, you exchange the weight of your worries for the lightness of my peace. When you trust, you leave behind the slavery of fear and walk in the freedom of my love. Surrender is the key that opens the door to all other blessings. That's why I say to you, do not hold anything back. Give it all to me. I don't want you to seek me only when you desperately need something. I want to be your constant companion every day. I want to hear your voice in the morning, praising me with thanks. I want to be with you at night when you lie down in peace and silence. I want to be the one who guides your thoughts, who leads your decisions, and who shows you the way when everything feels uncertain. But this can only happen when you choose to surrender your whole heart to me, with nothing hidden and no reservations. Beloved child, you cannot hide anything from me. I know when you say you trust, but deep inside, you are still trying to control things. I know when you pray and surrender, but you are still looking for a way to solve it yourself. I do not desire empty words. I want the truth. I want you to open your heart and honestly say, Father, I cannot do this alone. That is what I long to hear. And when you do, I will enter with my power. I will move what needs to be moved, and I will transform what seemed impossible. Do not be afraid to surrender, because I am not a harsh master who wants to take your joy. I am the Father who desires to give you a life full of abundance. If I ask for your heart, it is because I want to fill it with peace. If I ask for your dreams, it is because I want to exchange them for even greater ones. If I ask for your plans, it is because mine are better than yours and will guide you safely. I do not lead you to lessen your life. I lead you to raise you up. The choice is yours, child. I have already extended my hands to you. I have already shown my love for you by giving you my son. So you code of life. What more do you need to trust me? I have already done the greatest thing. Now I ask you for the smallest thing, simply give me your heart. Do not wait any longer, do not run away anymore. I am calling you now, in this moment, because I know your heart longs for rest, and that rest can only be found in me. Come and surrender fully. Do not fear what you will leave behind, because nothing compares to what I have prepared for you. I have already made the way for you. I have already secured your victory, and I have already set abundance in place. All I ask is that you trust and surrender, because with me, you are safe. Beloved child, today I want to teach you the power of gratitude. Many come to me with their requests, but few come with a heart full of thanks. Few understand that gratitude is not just a reaction to a blessing received, but a key that unlocks doors still waiting to be opened. When you choose to thank me, even through your tears, you are declaring that your trust in me goes beyond your circumstances. You are telling heaven and earth that my love is greater than your pain, and my faithfulness is stronger than your losses. I see your heart rising in worship, even when you're exhausted. I see you choosing to lift your hands in praise even when you feel weak. This act touches my heart because it shows that you love me, not just for what I can give you, but for who I am in your life. I want you to learn to thank me not only for what you already have, but also for what you have not yet seen. Prophetic gratitude declares the victory before the battle is over. It declares abundance before the harvest arrives. It declares healing even when the body is still aching. This kind of faith changes the atmosphere around you. When you give thanks, the darkness around you begins to fade. The chains that hold you start to break. The weight you've been carrying begins to lift, because gratitude creates space for my presence to show up. I dwell in the midst of praise. I rejoice in the heart of the one who, even when wounded, chooses to honor me. Every time you say, "Thank you, Father," you plant trust in my heart and water the seeds I have sown in you. Don't only focus on what you lack. Take a moment to remember what I've already done for you. Think of the times you woke up in the morning and took a breath, another day to live. Remember the door that opened when there seemed to be no way. Remember the provision that arrived just in time. Remember the peace you felt when fear seemed like it would overwhelm you. All of this was my care. Every moment of peace was a sign of my love for you. Thank me for the big things and for the small things. Thank me for the food, the strength, the family, and the breath of life. Every detail in your life is a gift that comes from heaven. Even when things don't go the way you expected, learn to be grateful. For even losses bring lessons that make you stronger. Even your tears draw you closer to me. Even disappointments show you who truly walks beside you. Nothing you've gone through has been in vain. I make all things work for good for those who love me. When you choose to be thankful, even for the things you don't understand, you are declaring your trust in my perfect plan. This pleases me. It brings me joy, and it fills you with a peace that goes beyond all understanding. I want you to turn your gratitude into a prophetic act right now. Lift your heart in praise, not just for the miracles you have already witnessed, but for the ones still to come. By thanking me for what you cannot yet see, you invite the impossible into your life. You are declaring that you trust in my word and that nothing can stop my promises from being fulfilled. Child, I tell you, gratitude opens the heavens. When you give thanks, the angels bring you favor. When you give thanks, healing begins. When you give thanks, provision starts to flow. Gratitude is the language of those who trust me, and I honor those who trust in me. Comment now with 777 as a seal of your gratitude and prophetic declaration that you receive my promises in your life. This number will be a sign that your heart has chosen to give thanks, even before seeing the results, and that your faith remains strong in my hands. Every comment you make is like a seed planted, and I, your Father, will water it and make it grow. I am already at work. By giving thanks, doors open, chains break, and miracles are set free. Keep your heart full of gratitude, for it will be the strength that carries you to victory. I am with you, I will uphold you, and I rejoice to hear your thankful voice. Beloved child, what I am doing in your life is not just for you alone. The blessings I pour out on you are not only meant to ease your burdens, but to change you into a channel of hope for many. I fill your home with my grace, but it is not for you to keep it hidden. I want you to be a light in the darkness, a voice that speaks life where despair thrives, and a living example that I am a faithful God. The victory you experience today is also the seed for someone else's miracle. There are people around you who smile on the outside, but carry deep sorrow inside. Many walk beside you, but silently bear the weight of hopelessness. They no longer know where to find strength or who to turn to. They need to hear what you are hearing now. They need to feel that they are not alone. They need to know that there is a Father who loves them, who calls them, and who holds them close. I choose you as my messenger of love because I know that your voice can reach places where others cannot go. Testimony is not just about telling a story, it's about sharing my presence. When you share the words I give you, you multiply hope. When you choose to pass on the comfort I've given you, you light the way for others. I tell you, do not underestimate the power of even a small gesture. A single word shared can stop someone from giving up. A simple message can keep someone from falling apart. A small act of faith can change the future of an entire family. So do not keep this word to yourself. Do not stay silent about the miracle I am working in your life. The word you receive is spiritual bread, and bread is not meant to be kept for yourself. It's meant to be shared. When you share what you've received, you obey my heart, because I have always wanted love to multiply. The life I place in you must flow to others. The more you share, the more you will receive. The more you give, the more I will trust you. Do not believe you have nothing to give. Do not think your voice has no value. I use simple vessels to carry eternal treasures. I choose the humble to bring down those who think they are great. I send those who feel weak to show that true strength comes from me. You are the answer to the prayers of those who don't yet know my love. You are the bridge that can lead a desperate heart into my presence. Remember, when you share my word, you are not just sending a message, you are sowing seeds of eternity. You are planting life-giving seeds that will grow in their time. You are preparing the way for others to experience the same peace that now fills your heart. Many have not yet dared to come close to me, but when they receive a word from you, they will feel my touch. That is why I say this to you with love, but also with seriousness. Share this message now with those who need it, not as a routine, but as a spiritual mission. By sharing, you become an extension of my love in response to the cry of another heart.